Welcome to St. Louis and Busch Stadium, home of the Cardinals since 2006. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Chris Carpenter.
Well, that 12-6 curveball explodes out of the hand, and because he's able to throw the high fastball at the top of the strike zone for a strike, hitters commit to that pitch, and before they know it, they're swinging over the top of that curveball.
In the air, right field, drifts towards it, and makes the grab. One down. Michael Young stepping in for the Rangers.
Number 10, Michael Young.
Swing and a miss. Carpenter,
0-1's the count.
Former Rookie of the Year. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. And swinging.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Next offering misses, and it's 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
That one finds the zone. 2-2.
2-2 the count.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Back here in St. Louis, and today on the hill, C.J. Wilson.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And it's caught for the out.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Lance Berman. And that's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Matt Holliday. That's ripped into the outfield. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. 1 runs in. The relay, not in time. He's safe. And they lead by 2.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And they lead by 3. So 2 down. And up next for St. Louis, Alan Craig. Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back.
Yes! Yes, he jumped on the
Yes. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's 5-zip.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Now it's out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. C.J. Wilson won't go. Mark Lowe on to pitch here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now John Jay gets it to first. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But they take the lead thanks to a 5-run outburst. Here's the rookie right fielder, Nelson Cruz. Carpenter back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
5-run lead after their first at bat. That is huge at this point, but you've got to keep the attitude to keep your foot on the gas. Don't let that team back in this ball game. Cruise to the finish line, but do it with intention. He was all over that one. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And a pitch. And it's fouled away. Nobody out. Runner at first. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
Now to first, and it's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the power hitting catcher, Mike Napoli. That's to third. And that is that. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second, bottom half of inning number 2. And now the rookie second baseman, number 12. This one in the air, center field. And there's 1 down.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And here's the St. Louis leadoff man. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Hamilton tracks it down for the out. Now the number 2 hitter. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. This one popped up right side. Kinsler under it. He's got it. That is the inning. And down in order go the Cardinals as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here in St. Louis, here's the veteran second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And the right-hander back to work.
That's
a little bit low. Carpenter in his 10th season, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he's a former rookie of the year. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. That's smashed towards center. And there's 1 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
Number 19, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Hit hard, base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
The Redbirds leading by 5. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2. So the lineup flips over. So next to hit for Texas, Elvis Andrus.
Inside, ball one.
Breaking ball inside. Ball one. And he grounds one to the right side. Tosses to first. And that's the third out. Back here at Busch Stadium. Set for the bottom of the third. Leading off, number 5. And he deals. Lifted in the air, right center field. Settles underneath it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Lance Berman next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. This one lifted in the air, left field, and that is a foul ball. One out, base is empty. And that one ripped to left. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single. Matt Holliday next up for the Cardinals. Doubled in his first AB. Swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so critical, and in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
There goes the runner. That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner around second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Now Molina at the plate. Back to the mound. And hit him. And they get the out after the ricochet. But one run is in to score. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to.
0-1's the count.
It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
High fly ball, right field. On his way over. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. And now the first baseman, Michael Young. Ball one there.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack.
Now this down the right field line. Fair ball, should be extra bases. Throws to second, and that's a leadoff double.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nelson Cruz stepping in for the Rangers. Line to left. And a base hit. Into third now, so runners at the corners and one out.
When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. He elevates that a little bit more. It's definitely out of here. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Base hit and a run comes in.
Back-to-back singles. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Check swing, and he held up.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
2 on, 2 outs. That one missing inside.
It's a good take.
3.
Struck him out looking. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a... And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, and stepping in for the Cardinals, John Jay. Low, back to work. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Hamilton going back on this one. Grabs it right up against the wall. Here's the second baseman.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Hit in the air, right field. Cruz coming in on it. Makes the grab, 2 down. Now it's the shortstop. Liner, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Oh, 1 down. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 1. We go to the top of the 5th. Now it's the DH, number 19. Line drive, hit him in center field.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out, first pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
That one laced to center and a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
They got it for out number 2.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now up for St. Louis, number 5. The pitch. That's down and in.
You know, these Cards really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. To first,
He's
and
out.
he just gets it there in time. 1 away. And now the right fielder, Lance Berman. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon.
Waste no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
1 down. Matt Holliday next up for the Cardinals. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Hit well, right field, way back, and gone. He made him pay for that one, and they add to their lead. It's 8-1. 2 pitches, 2 swings, that one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way. There was a fastball down the middle.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, number 41.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game. With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone.
That swing from the booth.
And up next for St. Louis, John Jay. That one fouled off. 4 runs already in the frame. Last half of inning number 5. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman. That
1-0.
one way outside. 1-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. Ugly swing.
One ball,
right there.
Two
Man,
strikes.
that was pretty gross right there.
Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And that's a double. Back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Bunting, and it's in the air. And the inning is over. Back here in St. Louis, here's the center fielder, Josh Hamilton.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch.
And now maybe extra bases. Around first, heading for two. And he's got a leadoff double.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer,
0-1's
and
the
he
count.
hit the ball on the screws.
Oh,
Just
that's
missed.
just out.
Hamilton stands at second with no outs.
Aye.
Big swing and a miss.
He's been great in this
One ball,
Eye-hand
two strikes.
coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Looked to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's in
safe.
there. A run comes in on the play.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with two strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out.
Aye.
But he got the job done right there.
Beltre in the box again, takes the strike. Ripped into right center, base hit. Cruz round second on his way to third. And that's a double.
Everything came together perfectly for him. Right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it
0-1.
jumped off of his stick.
Napoli stands in now and watches strike one.
0-2.
One run across in the frame so far. This ball's chopped on the ground. Base hit, one run in already. The throw in, but it's
He
offline.
beat it. Safe.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Kinsler in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Aye.
And a strike in there. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams
One ball,
capable of
two
rallying
strikes.
from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That's hard hit on the line. Berman puts it away. One away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get it knocked sometimes.
Number 19, batting with one down, takes a strike.
Nope.
And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. And
Ball,
a good
that's
eye
out.
there.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there.
Hey.
And boy, umpire didn't give him the call.
Two
I
balls,
bet you if he
two
throws
strikes.
it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
The count is full.
Just missing there. And the count's full.
Aye.
Him looking. Throws him with a backdoor slider.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call.
Nope,
And
outside.
tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to
He's
the pitcher.
out.
He takes it himself to the bag. And back here in St. Louis, bottom of the sixth inning. Here's the third baseman, number 25. The pitch. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. And one pitch into the inning, it's a leadoff double.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I'll tell you, man, it's such a good feeling when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that. I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Cruz makes the catch, and there's one gone. The
right fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Lance Berman. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. That one ripped left field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 11-4.
Well done. Drives.
Mike Adams takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. The run comes in from second, and it's an 8-run lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit.
Comes through with the RBI. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Now fly ball to right center. Cruz has a beat on it. Makes the catch. And there are 2 down. And now the DH, Alan Craig. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone. Stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
And that one is lifted in the air. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. And we're back. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Jason Mott.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And here it comes.
Aye.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. The pitch. On the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. And here's the first baseman, Michael Young. And a foul ball. And that one sliced foul. 1 down, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Kicks and fires. That's to third. Over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. Josh Hamilton stepping in for the Rangers. The Cardinals up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
2 strikes.
Just outside. Yeah, the count 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side.
Foul ball.
And foul ball.
3.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Cardinals, John Jay. The right-hander back to work. Just a weak fly ball this time. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Here's the second baseman.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Moving in the bullpen, Mike Gonzalez getting ready to go. Day warming up as well. Andrews whips it across. And a couple of quick outs. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop. On a line out towards center. Hamilton snags it, and that'll do it. Back here at Busch Stadium, we go to the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Nelson Cruz. Fouled off left side. A little up front there as he swings
No
through
balls,
it.
2 strikes.
And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Up next for the Rangers, Adrian Beltre. Right through there for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
To third. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Mike Napoli now at the plate. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. Right through there for a strike. First and second, no outs, and we're in the top of the 8th.
3.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. That's in there for strike 1. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded, only 1 away. And next is the designated hitter, 1 for 3. He catches the zone for a strike. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. 1 run is in, and they hold the runner at third. Bases remain loaded here. Still only 1 gone. So here's Murphy now.
Ball
And that one
that's
just
outside.
misses. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 2.
Just missed.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
He's
Now
out.
2 away as they get a run across. Elvis Andrus stepping in for the Rangers. He swings and fouls one off. 2 outs. Foul ball there.
That's
And
a ball.
downstairs and outside. Foul ball still a 1-2 count.
We're always having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Base hit. 1 run is in. Throw in holds that trail runner at third base. They're at the corners with 2 away.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
2 on, 2 outs. That one ripped, but foul. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And another ball.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
The throw to first. They limit the damage here. They strike for 3 runs on 5. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll in.
Number 56, Darren.
To the bottom of the 8th, Darren Day. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. The pitch. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. Out to short. And that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. And now the first baseman, year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. And first offering is fouled off. Day. Pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. Righty to the plate. Foul ball. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side,
Andrews throws to first. Inning over. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They lead it, however. It's 12 to. And welcome back to the ballpark.
The center fielder, Josh Hamilton.
And a pitch. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Hit hard. That gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single. So here's the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
if you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on.
1-1.
Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next pitch off the play. 2-2. Hamilton on at first. Nobody out. Bounce to the left side. It's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count.
No,
he kind of
that's
rolled
low.
over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
That's ball two.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has
Two
the
balls,
advantage in
one
this
strike.
count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
To second,
That's an
one.
out.
And that's
Got
two.
him.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys
That's a
execute
ball.
them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
He caught it behind his back. The throw, and what a play. Ball game.
Well, this team was ready from the first pitch of the ball game. Swinging the bats, scoring runs, just very aggressive. I feel like they set the tone.
That was dope.
The tone created
That was dope.
momentum. It took them all the way to the finish
That was a
line.
good
Nice
game.
win today.
12-7 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Schaumburg. Thanks for joining us.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 9 minutes.
Texas, 42 at bats, 7 runs, 17 hits, 7 RBIs. No walks, 7 Ks. They had 3 doubles. They used 5 pitches. St. Louis, we had 40 at bats, 12 runs, 16 hits, 12 RBIs, no walks, 2 Ks. We hit 6 doubles and 3 home runs. Alan Craig should have got the. We used 3 pitches. That was a good one.
Notification. Screenshot captured. Chip